I don't care how warm and cuddly and fuzzy and just a fucking ball of joy you are as a person. Some people are not going to like you when you're putting yourself out there and you're shooting your shot and you're trying to make sales. It doesn't matter how collaborative or cooperative or down to earth you are, and non-salesy, non-pushy. Some people just seriously lower their standard for anybody, and I mean anybody who's reaching out to them in the DMs, who's having a conversation with them, or in any context, who's pursuing them as a potential client. People have a tendency to kind of like treat you with a lower level of respect. They recategorize you in their brains when they realize that this is what's happening. And it's unfortunate, but it's kind of like an outlet for people to cope with their emotions. And I was just telling one of my clients about this, who's kind of struggling with this right now. She's getting her first taste of it, where a client responded to her a little bit like kind of like snippy and a little bit rude. And I call it the keyboard warrior phenomenon as well, if it's like just in the DMs, because two things: if they're being sold to and they can kind of feel it or sense it, and especially if they're typing behind a keyboard, those two together is just a nasty combo. It can really bring out the worst in people, because think about this in real life. Most people have no choice but to internalize their emotions, and depending on how good they are at processing them, they just either sit there and stew or, kind of make them feel bad. But because they can't vent and be a dick in real life, right? But if they're behind a keyboard and somebody's trying to sell them, they give themselves like a double green light to just kind of be a dick. And so it's just something to keep in mind. A certain percentage of people are going to react this way when you're being proactive about starting sales conversations. Please do not take it personally. It's just the way psychology works. It says much more about them than it does about you. So don't sweat it. Keep the peace. Easy breezy. All right, later.